Continue to watch this video and grow with me on this journey to learning thyself and being savage at doing it. So thank you for clicking on this video, and let's get right into the video. I can't really say welcome back, but I'm going to say it anyway. Welcome back, savages. We're going to start off on how to program your pendulum. Here is, you can do your intro to your pendulum however you want to. I just dated mine, and I wrote down my yes and my no and my unknown. And this was my very first thing. I just kept it real simple, and it was more personal. This is what I did. Like, this worked for me. So, pour it out. And my elbow was straight, and I just asked 3 simple questions, just in case anybody thinks like, oh, she's moving her hand. No, I'm not moving my hand. So I'm gonna make sure it's still. I'm just gonna ask it, show me yes. And as you can see, moving in a counterclockwise motion. So that is my yes. Show me no. And literally moving in the forward and the back motion. Show me the unknown. Show me yes. Show me no. Do what works for you. Don't follow everybody, but be real with yourself and just be honest. Like, and it's gonna be simple. It's like, I was super nervous how to come here and explain this video, but I know it's people out there who's just like me, who's like super curious about certain things, and they're like, well, I don't know how to do it, and there's nobody like me. It's people out here. So what I did was yesterday, when I was recording the first video. So this is my first time ever owning a pendulum, and I've been seeing it a lot of places, something, and it was like, I don't know, it's some sort of reading or something. I crossed it past. I don't know which video it was. Ever since then, I just kept, wasn't really like my first time seeing a pendulum. I've always seen them in stores and things like that, but I was never really too much curious. Put the inspiration behind this video today, which is basically how to program your pendulum. And being that this is my first time, and I'm pretty sure that there are people out there who are just like me, which is why I chose to do this. And really, I was putting way too much thought into it, way too much video searching, way too much of not me. So when I purchased this pendulum, I purchased it because the color was inspirational to me. I liked the color and it stood out. I actually went out to buy crystals that day and surprisingly picked up a pendulum. And I got the pendulum anyways, and the next day I programmed like a really rush. Like, it was like super spontaneous. It was like I woke up, I got dressed for work, and then I was like, oh yeah, I need to take my pendulum with me because I need to carry it just so I can just, get my energy. And so I carried it with me, and it was so random. I kind of like fast programming, and I was like, all the videos I seen kept saying like programming and maybe, right? And I did my yes and my no, forgot maybe, right? I walked out the door, programmed my yes and my no, right? And instantly on the day that I programmed it, for my yes and my no. I knew my yes was my yes. For some reason, it just seemed like real secure to me. I was like, oh yeah, that's a yes, girl. Never done it before though. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's a yes, girl. I was like, show me no. And it like went in this all weird kind of crazy direction. And I was like, I don't know, but I think my no is like a up down or a count, like a clockwise motion. I think that's what it was doing at the time. I don't know. It's like going up, down, or like clockwise. It was just all over the place. So for some reason in my mind and my heart, I settled down like, oh, this is going to change. Like my no is going to change. So basically for the next few days, I just carried it with me. I didn't even do anything with it. I just carried it with me. And actually the same day that I programmed it real fast, I went to work, and then I was like super embarrassed because like people was walking past, and I like sit in this fishbowl kind of a window in my office, in my personal office, but it's like a glass window so you can kind of see. But I was like asking it like, is this good for me? And it was like this little sand little thing that I bought for my desk, and I was like, I guess I really don't need it, because it basically was like, I don't know, it did some crazy thing that it did earlier, but maybe it was my mentality, my energy, or the people walking past, or my nervousness. I don't know, but it just did like the crazy thing that it did earlier in the day. So anyways, I put that on top of my desk, like I don't need that distraction. Surprisingly, yesterday when I recorded my first unofficial video, whatever the title I'm going with that, because I recorded this yesterday, but I was like, I can't give y'all fake, like I can't give you, like this is the note card I had, like I was reading and I was like stumbling all over the place. I'm gonna insert the bloopers and the clips, but I'm just giving y'all the real me now. So I was recording that, and right before I recorded that video, I also recorded me writing down like my yes and my no, and it was like, this was like a real like real official moment. I re-cleansed it, had my sage going and my bay leaves and everything going. I had my selenite, all my cleansing crystals, and my energy to bring me back to, you know, saneness, and I had some candles going as well. Of course, you always need candles going to just set you in the mood, right? And back to the topic at hand. So I wrote this down, and surprisingly, my yes was my yes from the very first day that I said it. Like I said, it felt like it was yes. It just randomly was yes. And I specifically like sat down and like made sure I wasn't like standing up. I rested my elbow. I made sure it was like firm, and I didn't move it. I didn't have like my watch on or anything like that. Like it was just straight legit, like, you know, in the morning with no watch on, me getting ready, and I was ready. I didn't have my electronics or anything with me at the time, and I set my intention, you know, getting ready before going out the door. But anyways, my yes was my yes. So for me, seriously, is real, and this is my first time doing it, so I'm telling you it's real. Listen, my no is a forward and a backwards motion, so it literally just goes like, my unknown is surprisingly a clockwise motion. So that's what it is. And I also wrote like a little note. That is what it is. Like it, when you set your intention, you don't want it to be something that's something made from somebody else. You want to make it your own. You want to do what's comfortable for you. Carry it with you. If you're not ready yet, if you don't know how to set it or program it or whatever you want to call it, like make it your own. Like don't make it somebody else. For me, mine took a total of 5 days in general, from the date of purchase to the date of like officially knowing what my yes, my no, and what my maybe was. Like for me, it was just like, it was simple after I got over the hump of trying to be or trying to like research too much or trying to do too much. I was just like, you know what, pause. Like I need to make this simple. I need to make this about me, and I don't need to keep watching videos of that to persuade me to change the way that I am going to set my intention, because not everybody's intention or setting or whatever it is you want to call it, programming, is going to be the same. Make it your own. Like light some candles, take a bath, whatever you want to do with your stuff, do that with your stuff. Like make it your own. Like be savage with it. Don't be afraid. Throw yourself out here and just trust it, trust your instinct, and know that it's going to be what you make it. Like it's going to be exactly what it is that you set it to be. I asked for it to bring out the highest, most best of myself, and that's what I want. I want it to bring me wealth. I also want to be able to give it the same thing. Like, I want this relationship to be something of equality. Like, I don't want it to just be a take relationship. So I cherished it for 4 days, and that's just what I did. Don't go all out. I know y'all thought this was gonna be like some real strict, like, take down some notes. Like, no, it's just as simple as ask yourself questions, be direct, and make it your own. Like, don't listen to everybody else. Your story is your story. Your journey is your journey. And like, don't be afraid to ask it. Like, just ask the question. Be direct. And that's what I had to do. I had to realize, like, oh, okay, I think I'm walking on this with, like, eggshells. Like, I'm a little scared to just talk about what I really feel. And that's what I really feel. Like, I just made it my own, and it worked for me. So, no notes. Just be real. Ask yourself 3 questions. Yes, no, and maybe. All that other stuff will come along. And it's just that simple. So, again, thank you for watching this video. I hope that this programming and pendulum training actually helped you. And again, if you want to see those bloopers.
This is like, I don't know, like my 3rd, 4th, maybe 5th video. I didn't really know how to come in. I didn't really know what to say, so I'm just... Oh, I'll put my pendulum in my bag. I need it for this. Let me grab my pendulum. Okay.
All right, I'm ready. Whew, it's hot.
Welcome to the Beginner Witch Series, and this is Pendulum Training 1-on-1. Alright, welcome back, Savages, and if you're new here to my channel, well, if you're new here, please leave your comments below, and also don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video, because this helps me produce more of what it is that you guys like. In addition to that, don't forget to subscribe so we can savage our way spiritually through this journey. Alright, so let's get it. Let me hydrate. Is Pendulum Programming 1-on-1.
I hope that you stay tuned for more of this series, and like this video, give it a thumbs up, because that's going to let me know that you like what I produce, and I can give you more of that. It's like, subscribe. Duh. Be savage.
Say cheese. We might make it big.